Yo, what's up, man?
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, hit me up.
Bring it in! Even though we won't be in the postseason, our remaining games will show us what we're really made of. We're getting very little production out of these fast break opportunities. So, we're gonna work on that. All right, let's get set up and start practice.
that, Gary?
Again.
Watch the pick. Get forward. Don't get picked. Woo! 3 of them, baby. Get the ball out, grab it! Hey, set one right here, set one. Hey, yo, right here! Switch! Get that! Hey, come on! Come on, man, take that! Who's watching here? Pick! That's good. Yo, watch it. Oh, come on, that's the finish. Screen coming! Oh, get that! Ball! Hey, ball! Yo, watch him! Help him out! Give me that! Yeah, let's go! Let's do it! Hey! Switch! Shot! Good boy! Ball! Hey, ball! Ball up! Hey, grab that ball! I got your help outside! Watch the screen! Stay that side! Boy! Yo, left side! Hey, slowed up! Get mine! Hey, ball up!
Hey, I'll see you later.
Great practice. Now get out there and put up some more shots.
get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. See you later, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
Next time, man. Next time.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get started, man. Let's get started. See you later.
Next up is Gooseflesh83 flying into the wreck from Europe. How many times can you say 9? Because I'm counting blocks here. 1, 2, 3. I'm so excited I forgot how to say 4. That brings the game total to 8. And that's how you define a rim protector in any language. Now.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And let's... Thank you. A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Look at the 76ers starting group. Front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's... 5-day strength and conditioning programs, I think, really show their worth. What about you?
You think, and you're right, Kevin. I agree with you. I mean, sports science, I love it. It seems to evolve a little bit every year.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Man, such an impressive distributor. Simmons loves sharing the ball and finding his open teammates.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
The great one buries the long-range jumper.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing the rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
And the pass to Harris. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Milton with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And love the size Milton gives him in the backcourt.
Yeah, great. I mean, he's 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's a good finisher in the lane. Great around the rim. Shot release. It might be a little low, but because of his height, it hasn't been a problem.
Here's the great one. He can't get that one, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Simmons looking it over. Pass to Milton. Embiid against Anthony. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harris comes in for Okeke, and it's Carter Williams in for Cole Anthony.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the great one, defended by Thibault. Here's the great one. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And Harris wide open. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Magic lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break. So
I think I need to,
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so, in the game for the 76ers, and the small and power forwards are Thibault and Harris. Seth Curry is out there with Maxey, and it's Drummond in at the center position. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Sixers ball. Checked in for
substitution on the court.
1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Poked loose and stolen by Simmons. Pass to Milton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Fultz, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. All free throws good for Milton.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers, who helped to define roles. Rivers said, I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator. And Simmons said, Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in. Kevin, back to you.
Well, they've got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you. Simmons passes to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
And we know Embiid can shoot the ball, which is why he fools defenders with a pump fake.
And when you bring up the process to Embiid, he just says it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, he's explained it a few times. I mean, it's a process for making the playoffs, then another one for the conference finals, and another one just to go to the finals. That doesn't even have you winning a ring yet.
Wow, Drummond leaving the floor so quickly. The chemistry he has with his teammates on these alley-oops is very impressive.
29 seconds left here in the second. Here's the great one, guarded by Embiid. Here's the great one, off target with his 3. The 76ers leading by 9. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle there. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half. On the floor for Orlando. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Carter Williams is out there with Etuan Moore. Then there's Harris. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's the great one in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drummond. Count that one. Drummond's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
If I had to pick one man in today's NBA to control the offensive glass for me, Drummond might be the guy.
1:53 left to play here in the third. Here's the great one. Cranes it from beyond the arc. The great one's got 8 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Maxey passes to Harris. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. The Magic trail by 8. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. Moore outside. Here's the great one, guarded by Kerr. Pulls up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. The great one's got 5 points in the quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Carter Williams covering. And here's Harris from the arc. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Fires the 3. It's stolen by Harris. Here we go, one-on-one. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Thibault can't get it to go.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that.
Here's the great one, defended by Thibault. Here's the great one, and again it's the Magic from deep.
Number 10.
5 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Maxey, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Look, that was the long arms of Carter Williams right there, the bug shooter. He has...
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they
got to close this quarter out. And it's
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Simmons is out there with Green. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
On just an outstanding recognition by Drummond, rolling like a boulder to the rim and getting the ball in the perfect spot.
Here's the great one. The 3. Up the live Orlando. And the shot goes in. Carter's got his first 2 points.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebound. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, what do you think about the hustles?
76ers substitution.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's the great one, guarded by Harris. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Embiid kicks to Green. Embiid, the pass to Simmons.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely. But we've seen crazy things happen.
There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one. And a miss there on the triple. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded by Ross. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out, it's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Here's the great one, guarded by Harris. Here's the great one to the middle. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Philadelphia ball. 76ers substitution.
Here's Springer. So the 76ers win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Yo, what's up, man?
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus!
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
let's wrap it up with E. Matthews 12. Want a block to remember? How about the rare instance when your block shot saves the game for your team at the buzzer? Denied and defeated. Bye. Now you have to reject 3 of these plays. But which plays will you block? Choose the one that rocks. And remember that you can get your play on 2K TV by submitting your best using...
And that's the player introductions completed. So, hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of... Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. Paul Millsap is out there with Nicholas Claxton. What about the coach?
You know what? A long season is a grind for everyone. Not just for the coaches, but for the training staffs, for the basketball operations department. Everyone involved understands that it's a grind both physically and mentally.
And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it.
Nets ball.
Brooklyn trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now Mills taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's Harden, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Pass to Harris, to the left side wing. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's the great one. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Nets shooting 33% in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Aldridge. Hits the jump hook.
Now, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Here's the great one. Defended by Griffin. Here's the great one. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 5. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Griffin in the post. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's the great one. Defended by Griffin. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. A nice shot by Brown.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Fultz. Here's the great one. Defended by Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Here's the great one. And it's off from 3-point range. Griffin outside. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so both teams trading buckets. He's one of the deadliest scorers in the game today. But
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs.
Well, Irving at 6'3" has the size and quickness to defend.
And that's an area, BA, where he's improved, but he only needs to be average defensively. His scoring is elite.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Etuan Moore. He's out there with Markelle Fultz. Gary Harris out there with Wendell Carter. And it's the great one in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Mills.
And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
He shoots. The great one can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be in attack mode.
And he's consistent about it too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor.
Shot's good by the great one. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The Nets with the lead. Outside Harden. Unloads from 13, and the shot falls short that time. Pass to Moore. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. The Nets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Griffin with it. Irving up top, pounded by Fultz. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Markelle Fultz. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Millsap. Right side Harden. Out to Millsap. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And Claxton gets the bucket. For Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. On the floor for the Nets, the star-studded backcourt of Irving and Harden. Paul Millsap is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brooklyn's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. The 11-footer. That one's good for 2. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Here's the great one. He's guarded by Millsap. Shot clock at 5. The great one can't get it to go.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who've made it to all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks.
You know, any talk of Harris, I think, has to start with the jump shot. A 3-point contest champion. He hits close to half his attempts from beyond the arc, which is just ridiculous.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Ross. Back to Anthony. 13 feet out. And too long on the shot. The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Harden.
Oh, what you say? My goodness. Come on now. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Millsap. Here's the great one. He has 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And it's Brooklyn ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Irving, the pass to Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Going inside. Out to Millsap. There's the three. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. A minute 37 left in the third. Here's the great one. He's averaging almost 5 points a game, and he gets that one.
Hey, they are really exploiting openings in the mid-range. 10 straight points from that area.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of years. And we're seeing it right now.
Irving for 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Irving's got 12.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Here's the great one. Brooklyn with the board. Harden's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Brown, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Claxton. Outside, Brown. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the great one. "12 seconds left in the third quarter. Goes up on the wing, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Change here for Orlando. And the Nets making a change here. Well, a surprising stat, Clark. The last 2 seasons, for the first time in league history, guards scored more points in the paint than centers or forwards.
How amazing is that, B.A.? What a transformation we've seen in the game at all levels, but particularly the NBA. Things have been inverted. It used to be you threw the ball inside to get high percentage shots. Now this is primarily a drive and kick league. Drive for the rim or shoot threes.
Here's Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
They've got Chuma Okeke, Cole Anthony out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's the great one in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And we don't see this too often with how competitive this league is, but they won all 4 meetings against Orlando.
And what a huge performance it was for James Harden.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And that one's good.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And that one drops.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
All sorts of time. Drained it for 2 points.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's the great one. Off target from outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying...
Next week, we have our first interactive special of NBA 2K22. So if you're looking to pad your wallet with some more VC, you won't want to miss it. Until then, follow us on social for more 2KTV. We're at NBA2K_2KTV and enjoy the game.
Let's bring out the starters for your Orlando Magic. Starting at power, the other.
And with
thank you, Kevin.
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Wilbart. Olynyk is out there with Bay. And it's Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at center, locking.
Contenders.
Goal number one is health. Outside of that, you're looking at seeding, trying to fine-tune, and just getting dialed in for what could be a long road.
And that one misses. The Magic trail by 3. Anthony, the pass to the great one. A good-looking shot from the wing.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
He kicks to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's the great one. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. The great one's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's the great one, covered by Lyons. Here's the great one, and Orlando again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Anthony dishes to Fultz. Here's the great one. Last game we saw him score 14. For the 3. Rebound, Detroit. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes. Makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Scoring fast and furious. second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Ejuan Moore is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Harris. And it's the great one in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Shoots. Here's Harris. Drops in the layup for two. Harris has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Magic. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pistons. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Lee outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Lyles. Oh, good with the triple. Orlando trailing here. Here's the great one. He has 7. Magic moving the ball around. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You like the extra pass. MCW using his height to see over the defense, and he finds the open man.
The Magic have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Okeke subbed in for Harris. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Olynyk's checked in. Here's Joseph. It's deflected. They recover it. Pass to Lee. Over to the left wing. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The great one passes to Okeke. Here's the great one, covered by Lyles. Inside, it's tipped. Now Lee, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jackson looking around. That one's not going to go. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back for the Magic. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive... And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate. For the Magic, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Carter. And the great one subbed in for Wagner. On the court for the Pistons, you've got Isaiah Stewart. Sadiq Bey is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Cunningham in at the 1. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's the great one. Olynyk is covering. Here's the great one. Nails the wide open jump shot. The great one's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic. Detroit's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Barton. Cunningham inside. Covered by Anthony. Fades back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
Morris checked in for Cole Anthony. Here's the great one, guarded by Stewart. Just 5 on the clock. The great one It's hauled in by Stewart. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry it.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run two at him, he will immediately find the open man.
Here's the great one. He's defended by Bay. The great one passes to Okeke. Near the three-point line, it's Moore, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's the great one. He's defended by Bay. Here's the great one. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Barton dishes to Olynyk. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Ross against Barton. A kicks to Olynyk. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
So for the Magic, Gary Harris is checked in for Okeke. Fultz comes in for Terrence Ross. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for E'Twaun Moore. Detroit also making some changes. Josh Jackson's checked in for Bay. Saban Lee's subbed in for Barton. The Pistons working the ball around now. The pass to Cunningham. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Cunningham's got 16 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's the great one. 13 points in the game. Tips it up, and it's put back up and in by Capella. 8 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Capella sends it back.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Capella. Wagner comes in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Carter-Williams. Then for the Pistons, Trey Lyles checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Olynyk. And it's Joseph in for Cunningham. Here's Joseph. Rebound by the Magic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Anthony can't hit.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
To the paint. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Lyles. Here's the great one. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Magic. They lead by 3.
Come on, fans.
Now for the Magic, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. The great one comes in for Mo Wagner. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fultz. Detroit also making some changes. Barton comes in for Olynyk, and it's Cunningham in for Joseph.
Detroit foul. Will Barton.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Lee, and Kelly Olynyk subbed in for Jackson. Pistons trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We've got the great one. Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Okeke in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. The great one passes to Okeke. Here's the great one. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's the great one. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Orlando.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
Diallo inside. Capella's there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's the great one. Olynyk is covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's the great one. Goes up on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. Cunningham with it. Now Anthony defending. It's Barton on the wing. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,
Happy Halloween! In NBA 2K22, we have countless ways you can haunt the hardwood. Let's start aboard the Concha Del Mar. This weekend at Ghostly Gallows, earn double XP for all games played on decks 15 and 16. And we've pulled out all the Halloween decorations to get you in the spirit. Next weekend, challenge NBA players from both past and present as you try to earn prizes at Vacation Days.
Boy, the Thunder looking like they're not messing around tonight. They had and we have
NBA technology.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Alan. A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Darius Baisley, also Derek Favors out there, Luguentz Dort out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Regular season winding down. Some teams already pretty much done, Brent.
Yeah, when you're out of playoff contention, it kind of hurts. There's a bit of air let out of the balloon that way, but some teams take different approaches, BA. They continue with what they've tried to build on. And then there are other teams that will play their young guys and give them an opportunity to grow.
Pass to Anthony. Here's the great one. Now here's Carter. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining.
The Magic need to put one up here, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Moore's checked in for Orlando.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Muscala. Here's Roby. He's checked by Carter. Stolen by Carter. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
Oklahoma City trailing. There's always been a lot of talk about Markelle Fultz's shooting. But Grant, one sign as to the strides he's made in his first few years in the league was the upward trend in his free throw shooting.
And when you see that kind of improvement, BA, it speaks to the work he's put in. You don't become a great free throw shooter by accident. It takes time and effort, and Fultz put in plenty of both.
From the wing, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Back to Maledon. And he lobs it up.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Pass to the great one. .36 seconds left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. 19-footer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Moore. Deck, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Okashevsky comes in for Dort. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Carter. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's the great one. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. Counted.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's not going to go. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Magic. They lead by 4. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Michael Carter-Williams. He's out there with Markelle Fultz. Wendell Carter is out there with Gary Harris. And it's the great one in at the 4-man spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. From 18 feet away, count it, good.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Here's Muscala. He gets it in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander showing more signs of him being comfortable in that pick-and-roll setting.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's the great one, averaging around 5 points a game. And again, it's Orlando converting. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Deck.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's first team foul.
First free throw is good. Through the first half of play. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been... Teams deciding to change it up. Pass to the great one. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. The 3 is up. 6 on the shot clock. Here's a Kiki. Ross for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Lugens Dort. Darius Baisley is out there with Derek Favors. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. Ross finds Anthony. Here's the great one. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. The Magic making a switch here. Moore's checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Roby, he's checked in for Baisley. Gilgeous-Alexander against Anthony. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Can they get it? And he lays it in.
Gilgeous-Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
You look at Gilgeous-Alexander and the way he plays, he has kind of that old man style to him. A lot of crafty moves and fakes in his book.
Here's the great one. Here's Capella. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And talking about Gilgeous-Alexander, this guy plays like a 10-year vet.
I mean, he has great footwork to get to the paint. He uses those Euro steps and hesitation so well. I mean, he reminds me in some ways of a young Manu.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Moore. Deck, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pokashevsky comes in for Dort. Here's the great one. He has 6. No good on the triple. Here's Giddey, pounded by Fultz. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's the great one. And a miss there on the triple.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's the great one. Nails the wide open jumper. Give him 8. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Deck. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Count the basket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the second bucket on the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. The offensive rebound. Here's Fultz. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Pass to Pokusevski. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's the great one. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Fultz. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Markelle Fultz. Change here for Orlando. Favors checked in for Oklahoma City. Deck comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder.
We've got Clint Capella. Terrence Ross is out there with Cole Anthony. Then it's Chuma Okeke, and it's the great one in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the free ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that break, the coach of the Thunder had some words for his team. He told them, "This is the passion I want us to play with every night." Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. To tie it up, and stolen by Favors. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. Here's Giddey. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Okeke. Here's the great one. Favors covering. Back to Okeke. Shot clock at 6. Here's the great one. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And he sinks it.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Orlando calls timeout. They're down by 4. 46 seconds left in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Maladon. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Here's the great one. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Anthony. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pass to the great one. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can't cash it in. It's good! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Magic making a change. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. complete victories, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Berry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for...
Happy Halloween and welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. One game day is in the books and we have our first 16 contenders for the My Team Unlimited tournament. If you didn't make it this time, you'll have another chance coming up on November 27th. One familiar face did make it through, and that's Ty Debo, the reigning champ, and we caught up with him last week to see how he plans to repeat that victory.
What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty.
A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Wiseman's out there with Wiggins. And for Orlando, Anthony is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Wagner. And it's Okiki in at the 4. Here are the Magic now. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Back to Anthony. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Curry with it. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. And the shot is good.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler and pick...
About 1 minute into the first. The great ones checked in for Orlando. To the wing on the left. Back to Anthony. And there's the pass to the great one. Six on the shot clock. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Anthony against Curry. The 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, there's no doubt Stephen Curry has his favorite spots. But his jumper always is going to cause the defense problem no matter the location.
Here's the great one. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Curry. He had 27 points last game.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And I love how versatile Terrence Ross is. A wing that scores, rebounds, passes, and defends it.
And his athleticism is absolutely incredible. This guy can get up near the cup and can turn it on and score in a hurry.
To the inside. And Curry pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. A 12-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
They sleptwalked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harris comes in for Okiki. Morris checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Fulton for Cole Anthony.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Poole, the pass to Thompson. Back to Poole. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Orlando leading by 12. Pass to the great. Lets it go from the wing. It's good. The great one's got 8 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Magic lead by 14. Well, he's won at the highest levels, and Steph Curry understands.
Stay in the moment and just focus on here and now.
Well, you hear it a lot. Keeping your focus.
And as much defensive attention as Curry commands on a nightly basis, he can't afford a lapse of focus.
We welcome you back to Noche Latino. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Kuminga. Thompson is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Toscano in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's the great one. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now, here's Poole. Guarded by Fultz. Kuminga, no good. Magic leading by 12. Here's the great one. He's got 8. Five to shoot. Down low. Got a piece of it. Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Poole kicks to Kuminga. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, Orlando shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And Greg, just from the eye test, Kuminga's built like a guy who's in his late 20s.
And physically, he's got some LeBron James to him. Great natural strength, fast, explosive off the floor. When he puts his head down and goes to the bucket, he can be unstoppable.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in for Klay Thompson. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's the great one. Bank shot, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Curry.
Perhaps the first thing a defense must do is chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line. Because if you give him space, guys, he's going to make it.
Here's the great one. He's got 8. 18 feet out. And Curry pulls it down. Now here's Kuminga. He's covered closely. Misses from short range.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's the great one. Shot is good off the back rim and in. The great one's got 10.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one,
And so it's the Orlando Magic. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game. For the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Capella. The great one comes in for Okiki, and it's Etuan Moore checking in for Terrence Ross. And then for Golden State, Kuminga's come in for Draymond Green. And Poole subbed in for Thompson. Here's the great one. 10 points for him. Unloads. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Wagner is out there with the great one. Then it's Anthony, then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Carter in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's the great one, covered by Wiggins. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in, and the Warriors also making a change. One Toscano-Anderson's checked in for Stephen Curry. At the elbow, it's Wiggins. Back to Poole. There's the triple. That shot is off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's the great one. There's the lob to Carter.
Out of pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
Warriors trail by 9. Passes it to Toscano. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Poole. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
For the Magic, Mo Wagner's checked.
Substitution on the court.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's the great one, guarded by Green. Here's the great one, 6 to shoot. Wagner passes to the great one. And that one, good. And the Magic lead by 6.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Otto Porter Jr. out there with James Wiseman.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Wiseman. Back to Capella. Curry with the steal. Here's Thompson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
On the pass to Ross. Here's the great one. Clock at 6. Time to find Wagner. Gets it to him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 3. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And now
that's the final record. 100 wins.
So you qualified on current gen. Are you going to go for qualification for new gen?
That's the goal. So qualifying on current gen was my main goal. Once that was accomplished, qualifying on the new gen is the next goal. So then you have, double the opportunity in a sense. So yeah, that's kind of my primary focus right now.
But did it add to the pressure at all, knowing that you had to qualify on this game day to go for both?
It did a little bit because, you have 4 chances to qualify. So
a sunny view of downtown. And before...
BA, we've seen...
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. They've got Wagner. Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. Then it's Glenn Capella, and it's Wagner.
Magic substitution.
We see legends like Shaq and Kobe who only won it once or twice. You think we should split it up into 2 awards? Best statistical season and then best player in the league?
I like the thought there. The NBA elected to do something like that. Player of the year or MVP, and then the statistical leader or standout in another award. I think that might be a way to cover that base.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's the great one. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. For Oklahoma City, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fultz. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. He'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's the great one. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Yep, count it. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Maledon. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Baisley misses. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Here's the great one, covered by Muscala. Here's the great one. And that one hits the back iron.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Off the mark there with a 3. Orlando trailing here. Pass to the great one. Back to Fultz. Here's the great one. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Fultz. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Teo Maladon, Gabriel Deck out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Pokashevsky in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Shot left block. And it's Okeke with a rebound. And Orlando shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to the great one. Lets it go from the wing. And that one's long.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. And Darius Baisley with an interesting path to the NBA. He skipped college in 2019 and his own private workouts to prepare for the league. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And you know, Grant, with Baisley's path to the league, initially wanted to go to the G League, but backed out of that.
Yeah, a lot of twists and turns on his journey. More and more players now bypass college. Baisley took a risk, and it seems to have paid off for him.
Shot's good by the great one. He's got 10.
Hey, they are really exploiting openings in the mid-range. 10 straight points from that area.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills, and we're seeing it right now.
Roby, Capella with a rebound. Orlando leading. Here's Wagner. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Pass to Roby. Capella with the defensive effort. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Stripped away. Here's Giddey. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and it makes him an intimidating shot blocker. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Shot's good by the great one. And the Magic lead by 1.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Pass to Roby. Over Anthony. Roby can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look. There's
1:54 left in the first half. Shot on the wing. Shot's good by the great one. And it's a 3-point Orlando lead. The Thunder have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Pass to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. On the take. Over Anthony. Kept alive. Deck. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Favors checked in for Roby. Muscala comes in for Pokashevsky. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. For Orlando, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's the great one, covered by Muscala. And Orlando again with the bucket.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
1:02 left to play in the second quarter. Takes a 13-footer, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Muscala's got his first basket.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Out of bounds, it'll be Thunder ball.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate.
The first half comes to a conclusion. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar.
Magic substitution.
Here's Roby, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander missed inside.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
So for Orlando right now, Anthony is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Chuma Okeke. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's the great one in at the 4-man position. Just 5 to shoot. And the slam dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Anthony on the double. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Deck. Unloads from 13. Here's Dort. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Dort's got 4 points this quarter. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's the great one. Deck with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Dort outside. Pass to Deck. All alone. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Can't cash in the 10-footer. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to the great one. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Baisley, he's checked in for Roby. And Maladon subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Back to Maladon. To the inside. Here's Harris. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the great one. And the Magic again can't hit.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Now here's Dort. No good with a layup. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Thunder, up 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there.
Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the great one. They've got Derek Favors. Alexei Pokushevsky is out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's the great one. Releases from the wing and drills it. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Giddey. Here's Pokusevski. Now here's Favors. Guarded by Capella. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Thunder.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Baisley. Favors with it. Guarded by Capella. Back to Baisley. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Giddey missing. Now Ross. Here's the great one. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long.
I looked you in your eyes, it was over. Cause when I really needed you the most, yeah, you were gone then that summer. But I can't be there, and this ain't by design. I adore you, I really wanna be there. This ain't by design, girl. Take it softer, you know I'm out my mind, girl. Don't make this harder. Come in
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Gotta have dry like a stick. Ship. Gotta go hard on the big drip. Gotta run it up real quick. Drip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. Yeah. Run right past 200 on the dash. I'm away to make a move. Yeah, been on the way. Car sale for the proof. Big number one topic. Know you seen it on the news. Wanna get an interview here from a point of view. I'm a man on the field. I don't play by the rules. I done seen a close friend switch up like a Jew, but it ain't slow me down cause I got the good shoes. Trying to get the bread to eat with my dog. Trying to get a big play, but I don't mean food. I've been on the go. I've been up and down the road trying to put on for the team, and I don't mean you. Know they see the work and they say it's hard work, but they never hard work, so they ain't got a clue. I ain't on that. He ain't on no reds doing all that. Cat like his name Dr. Seuss. Ow! Treat that little boy like he itty bitty. He cannot hang in my city with me. It is not none of you getting with me. Only the realists be sitting with me. Shout out the ones that be dealing with me. They the ones gon' touch the ceiling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. Gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big drip. Gotta run it up real quick. Drip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. I done came up finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex finna move some. Don't just look at me do some. On everything I can never lose.
That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real fat, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in the. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Beep, beep.
Are there any thoughts for other qualifiers on game day number 1? Anybody that you're looking at as competition?
Well, the guy I matched with in the finals last year on New Gen Splash. Obviously, I'm excited because some of the current gen qualifiers with me, like Thomas qualified, Chris Evans qualified, G. Rusty, an incredible dude, qualified as well. So some definitely some good opponents. On New Gen right now, I will say I don't think I'm quite to the level I need to be. So, you know, Splash on New Gen right now is looking pretty good.
We talked to him the other week. He was excited definitely for the game day. So let's.
A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now Sacramento starting 5. And Halliburton on the wing, he's joined by Barnes. Tristan Thompson is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. And for the Magic, they've got Wagner. Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Capella in at the 5. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams.
Into the game.
The great one comes in for Mo Wagner. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ross. Then for the Kings, Alex Lenz checked in for Tristan Thompson. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Halliburton. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Passes to Wagner. Here's the great one. His last outing with 20 points. Releases. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Fox dishes to Bagley. Trying to get open his Len. Bagley, no good.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration.
And the dunk by Capella.
Being off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
And here are the Kings now. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Luke Walton. They have won their one matchup against this team so far. He said the first order of business was for them to score against a very tough shot-blocking team inside. He said in a game like this, you can't turn down perimeter looks. They could be the key to victory. We'll see if he's right, Kevin.
All right, David. Sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
Yeah, which means the players are going to have to trust in the system and be willing to make the extra pass.
Plan against Capella. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Can't forget about Fox's vertical. He can really get up to throw it down.
Here's the great one. He was averaging around 5.5 points a game. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Off target from the wing.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Bledsoe passes to Barnes. Shoots over Wagner. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
A tenacious offensive rebound. I mean, Bagley uses his athleticism so well to collect second chance opportunity.
Here's the great one. On the wing. Marvin Bagley has been on display for Sacramento. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Orlando, they've got Fultz. Great one out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Gary Harris, and it's Okiki in at the 3 spot. Harris against Bledsoe. Mitchell right side. And here is Harkless. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. A 3-ball. And it's Mitchell missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Back to Harris. Pass to the great one. Ring shot on the way, and it's good. 2 points. The great one's got 6 points. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Sacramento. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Pass to King. Orlando grabs the miss.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Orlando making and some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. The great ones checked in for Orlando. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox in the backcourt with Halliburton to his side. The front court will be Barnes along with Bagley. And it's Thompson in its center.
For a big man, Bagley has some nice dribbling moves. He enjoys showing them off, too, when he has a chance to.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Thunder was outstanding. He finished with 20 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. His strong performance was a high note in what has been a disappointing season for this team. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Bottom line, though, he's a pro. He understands his strength, and he knows how to play to them.
The Magic making a switch here. Okiki's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Tatu's checked in for Thompson. Fox looking it over. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Bagley able to finish. Bagley's got 21 in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Magic have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
Yeah, Kevin, when it comes to Marvin Bagley, the #2 pick in the 2018 draft, he was selected ahead of Luka Doncic, who was picked third.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah, flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Here's the great one. And it's Wagner missing.
And I really think it's important Bagley focuses on his strengths. He shouldn't concentrate on matching Doncic's production.
Yeah, Bagley's a different type of player. I mean, he's a double-double threat with impressive athleticism. He just needs to find a way to stay healthy.
Back to Anthony. Here's the great one. 8 points for him. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
So, for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Gary Harris comes in for Ross. And it's Fulton for Anthony. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Bagley. Harkless comes in for Harrison Barnes. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Halliburton. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the great one. Pulls up on the wing. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Okiki, no good. Here's Harkless. Great D that time from the great one. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Kings ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the one...
Still going with an almost entirely new group here. The great ones checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Gary Harris. Terrence Ross is checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Then for the Kings, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Alex Len. Tatu comes in for Maurice Harkless. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for King. Great one out there with Wagner. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Anthony in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's the great one. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Kings leading now by 14. To the middle. Thompson inside. Capella covering. Thompson misses. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's the great one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense in anticipation there to stop it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Kings.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for De'Aaron Fox.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
Now Bledsoe. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.
So what was your strategy?
My personal strategy, speed the tempo up, play good defense, force turnovers, and try to force some early quits. Problem with that is it kind of can form bad habits if you do play a very good player, right? Because then you sometimes throw yourself out of position. So it's all just about the balance of that.
Any differences that you've seen for the My Team Unlimited tournament this year as opposed to past years?
I think this year, well, first of all, points were harder to score this year. So you're going to see the qualifying scores lower this year than in past years. And then the difference between new gen and current gen, right? Because previously everybody on Xbox was competing for those 4 spots. Now everybody on Xbox is basically broke.
The Cavs already with a hyper-focused look on their faces as they arrive. Before we get started, we've got just enough.
Hey, Brian, you could...
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And the starting lineup for the Magic. We've got Terrence Ross. Wagner is out there with Wagner. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Anthony in at the point. And for the Cavaliers, and tonight... So many teams going fast. What makes teams go slow?
Well, it could be a number of things. You have lumbering big men and efficient half-court offense. Also, if you have a lockdown defense, then you can sometimes use that to control pace to tighten their clamps.
And it's the Magic with the ball. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. Garland, the pass to Allen. Ross against Sexton. Back to Allen. On the wing, Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Osman. Over Wagner. Osman with the bucket. Osman's got 7 points. Here's Anthony. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's the great one. To the paint. Here's Capella. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Mobley. Capella with a rebound.
That is a rarity. He takes flight. He usually hammers it home.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's the great one. Last game for him, he picked up 10. 11 feet out, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Out of bounds, it'll be magic ball.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Okeke comes in for Wagner. Harris is checked in for Ross. And it's Fultz in for Anthony. Here's the great one. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Okeke's shot is good.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Rubio passes to Love. Rubio up top. He picked up 15 in their last win against Chicago. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's the great one, covered by Rubio. Here's the great one. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. The Cavs trailing. Sexton up top, pounded by Harris. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's the great one. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly... Well, good to great. A catchphrase of unselfish play.
We want more. We don't need...
Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Allen, he's checked in for Love. Mobley comes in for Markkanen. Osman, he's checked in for Sexton. And Garland is subbed in for Rubio. Garland against Anthony. Pass to Garland. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort. Just 5 games into his college career for Darius Garland, and a knee injury cut his freshman season short.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Wagner. Anthony is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's the great one in at the power forward position. And there's the lob. Out to Anthony. Clock is at 3. Over Garland. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Anthony's got 6 points. And the rookie season for Garland was a struggle. Many were questioning that top 5 selection, Brett.
Well, again, hearkening back to the fact that he missed all of his freshman year, and then you're introduced to the NBA at such a young age. He's starting to show what it takes and the quality of player he could be as a microwave scorer.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Orlando has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Pass to Wagner. Here's the great one. A minute 20 left in the half. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
And Cleveland's shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Garland, the pass to Allen. To the middle. Here's Mobley. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Chicago.
and his presence was certainly felt on defense. Blocked 3 shots and changed countless others. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The first free throw is good. Sexton's checked in for Windler.
For your Cavaliers.
He does not get the second one.
And it's always fun to see a defensive powerhouse like Evan Mobley. He savors any chance he gets to affect a shot or a total shutdown an opponent.
The Magic making a switch here. Moore's checked in. There's 42 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Sexton. He's closely guarded. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Here's the great one. He's got 6. Fires from the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Give him 8 points now.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Sexton misses. Now Wagner with 1 on the clock. And again, it's Orlando converting.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And so it's Orlando liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're getting quality looks, and that and there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things Cavaliers. Love is checked in for Allen. Markkanen comes in for Osman. And Rubio is subbed in for Garland. We've got Kevin Love, Mobley out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Ricky Rubio. And it's Sexton in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's the great one. Give him 8. Rubio with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Colin Sexton's nickname at Alabama was the Young Bull. He said, quote, I just play with a lot of passion. Through adversity, no matter what the score is, I play a complete game. Every time I step on the court, I have to show the world what I can do.
Oh, tremendous energy, Allie, right? Thanks for that.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Well, we've had our fair share of father-son duos in the league. But, Brett, you and your dad, one of only 4 duos to win a championship ring each.
Well, I know I was fortunate to win 2 and not just 1. But my dad was really responsible for the one in Golden State in 1975, being the MVP of that final series, BA.
And the Magic making a change here. Moore's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Mobley. 13 feet out. That one a little long.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Okeke into the lane. Soft touch off the glass. Okeke's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Rubio passes to Sexton. It's deflected. Orlando leading. 41 seconds left in the third. Here's the great one. Covered by Love. 5 to shoot. Here's the great one. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Markkanen up top. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mobley. 7 points in the game. That one's wide left.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And so it's Orlando. They lead by. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for Orlando, Cole Anthony out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Wagner. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's the great one in at the four-man spot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And the Cavaliers make...
Substitution on the court.
.136 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's the great one. Pulls up on the wing. Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
It's a nice pick and roll there. Capella slicing with purpose after he sets the screen and ready for the ball.
Capella against Sexton. And there's the drive. Orlando grabs the miss. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Magic.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Behring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA.
That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Beep, beep. Is that my bestie in a testy? Fresh blowout, skin on town. She ready. She look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time. Now my friend. She been down since the jellies and the bobos. Now me stepping out the Jeep, got my nut-lows. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a finicky, she gon' bring that phone with the T like. Guess what? All the rich boys wanna on us. I just in that we could look, don't touch. And I'm back busting bands every time we link up.
That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in.
That my best friend, if you need a, I ain't dumb but she my Tweedledee. If she ride for me, she don't need a key.